Observation number 13.
The number of pet peeves that I have is really unhealthy. So, when we decided we were going to talk about this, I wrote a list. I've got 10. It took me about 30 seconds to write down 10. So I don't know if I'm just an angry person or easily triggered. I'm really not sure.
Well, I think we all have a lot of pet peeves. It's just, if you have to sit down and write them, you realize just how many of them you have.
That's true. That makes me feel better. Thanks, Jen. So anyway, I picked out my top 5. And I think probably by the end of this, you're going to think I'm a little strange if you don't already. My biggest pet peeve is when people move my stuff. I don't like that.
I don't think anybody really likes that.
Well,
I don't like people messing with my stuff.
I don't know if you remember. When we were younger, we lived together and lots of different times. Yes. And one time I went on vacation and I irresponsibly and sloppily, and I totally take responsibility for this, so I'm not trying to throw you under the bus at all. But I went on vacation and I left like this huge pile of clothes on the couch. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Okay, so they were all on hangers, if I remember right, but I left them there for like 2 weeks. I was gone. And when I came back, you would move them. Obviously. Like, who wouldn't move them? And who would leave all that in a public area anyway? But I did. And I was mad about it. I remember I was like, why'd you touch my stuff? You touched my clothes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would probably still do that today.
I would still move it. There you go.
And it's totally legitimate because I would move somebody else's crap too.
Right,
so,
right. It's in the way. You move it.
But the other thing that makes me mad is like, if I put something out on the counter, it's because I want to remind myself that I need to take care of it.
I do that sometimes.
It gets moved sometimes. I'm not saying right now. Maybe I'm saying right now. But it gets moved. I don't like that. Mm-hmm. Drives me insane. I'm like, I left it out for a reason. Now I can't remember, So anyway, yeah. So that's one thing. The other thing that's really bothersome to me is an uneven plate.
An uneven plate.
Yeah. So if I get food at a restaurant, I'm going to use my favorite go-to breakfast at Village Inn. I love you, Village Inn. Thank you.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but I would love to have like free breakfast the rest of my life because I eat there like 4 times a week anyway.
Okay, wow. That's a lot.
Anyway, so I get potatoes and an omelet and sausage. Now, they put it like 1, 2, 3 on the plate. Well, I have to like turn it when they set it in front of me. If I have like a steak on a plate, that's the heaviest item to me, so it needs to be closest to me.
Okay.
And if there's a big potato, then that goes like up here, so I can reach for that, but I don't want to reach for the heavy item.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. No, I don't like my food to touch, but
I don't mind that.
I think that's pretty common.
That's very common, and I don't care about that. It has to be like the most difficult item to eat, I guess I should say.
Okay, so the most difficult,
the one that
might make the biggest mess, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that kind of makes sense.
It kind of makes sense, right?
See, I've put logic to it.
Right? Please tell me it makes sense. Okay. How about ice cream that isn't in a scoop? Like, I mean, you go to an ice cream store and they put ice cream in your cup and it's not in a rounded scoop. It's just like a blob. Uh-oh. I don't appreciate that. Okay. No, it has to be in a rounded scoop. I'm paying for that rounded scoop.
It better be round and even.
Okay. Oh, here's a good one. People that don't wash their clothes after wearing them one time.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of people don't do that because they feel like it's wasting water. And I get that. You can be a conservationist, whatever. I'm not.
I work from home, so a lot of times, like, I'll only wear something for an hour. If I have, like, choir practice or something, I'll just wear it for a little bit, and then I come back home, I hang it up.
And you're, okay.
Yeah, and then I'll wear it again. Just so you know what I'm wearing now, fresh out of the laundry, so.
We're good. Yeah.
Last week, maybe not.
I guess it's really wasteful for me. I don't know. I don't like it. It bothers me. I can wear I'll wear a hoodie at home because I am consistently cold all the time. And I can be sitting on the couch under a blanket and it's 75 and I'm like, Oh, so I have a hoodie on. I'll even wear one to bed. But when I get up in the morning, that is going in the laundry.
It's going in the laundry, huh?
I can't. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And the last thing that really bothers me is my job. I have, since I work at a bakery, I have like a tray or a baking sheet that has like my order guide, my pens, my knives, everything. When I get in the morning and when I leave, all the knives, the edges are facing the same way. And they're in a row from tallest to shortest. All the pencils and the Sharpies and stuff, they're all like, and undoubtedly, when I come back from having a day off, it's all frigged up and it drives me insane. I have to stand there for like 20 minutes and...
Shared spaces at work. Those aren't actually fun.
So I'm really kind of hoping that those 5 things aren't as psychotic as they seem, but they really bother me. And the older that I get, I can't, it's like nervous breakdown material. I don't really understand. Like my flexibility and ability to accept change is going down the toilet really fast. So I don't know. Do you have some pet peeves?
I do, but I only have one really worth mentioning, I think, today. Uh-oh. Maybe we'll do another episode where it's just my pet peeves, because I've got a long, but one that has really been bothering me lately. And it's about to happen again, because my youngest son has a band concert tonight. And the thing that I hate is when I see all these parents pull out their phones and record their video like this. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to end up with bars on either side of the screen, okay? Because most people, when they watch their home videos... Now, for Snapchat, this makes sense. You do your recordings this way. But every other social media outlet and every other screen is this way. You're ruining your home videos, people. You're ruining them. You're ruining them. And when you have them, when you're playing them back like this, you can't see anything on the screen because everything's been shrunk down. So it's really easy. You just go like this before you hit record. That's it. Now, if you are like this and you hit record and you try to do this, all you're going to get is a sideways photo. So you've got to hit record after you turn the phone. And I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it does.
That's funny.
There you go. That's the only one I felt worth mentioning.
But there's way more than that. But like you said, it's probably a different episode.
Yeah, I could take up a few episodes with the amount of pet peeves I have. So.
Okay, good. I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, I think everybody does. And then once you don't realize it, I think, until you really start listing them. And then you're like, holy cow, there's a lot.
Oh, I should also note, I don't really know if this is a pet peeve or just something that really pisses me off, but I don't like the wind. So my hair looks like this. It is like crazy today. 60 freaking gale force winds. Like I need to go outside with a hurricane flag over my head. It's bad.
It's pretty bad.
So yeah, I don't like you, wind. You suck. So
wind's one of the worst weather phenomenons there is.
Awful.
But that's a whole nother episode. So, what are your pet peeves? Leave them in the comments. Why did it take me so long to say that? Stay happy.
Oh my gosh. You need to stop doing that because it's freaking adorable.